What's good, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets. I'm here with my partner Reoz, bringing you guys some more NBA Finals action over here on Prize Picks. It's Game 3. It's only a 2.5 point spread here in the favor of the Nuggets still, but it's a 1-1 series. We got ourselves a series here. The Heat found the way to take one on the road. Super excited to get to Game 3, man. There's a lot of exciting player props over here on Prize Picks as well. As you can see on the screen, there's multiple different categories that they have done for the NBA Finals, but not only can you pair up NBA Finals props with other props, say the NHL Stanley Cup, or you can pair it up with some MLB props, UFC props, PGA props, anything you're looking to do. Even esports is over here on Prize Picks. So a ton of people have used our promo code Upstate so far. When you use the promo code Upstate, it helps us out a ton. But not only that, they're going to match your first deposit all the way up to $100, dollar for dollar. So if you're a new user, definitely hop over here to Prize Picks. It's the best spot to do your player props, and you're in the right hands over here on Upstate Bets. Have had a little bit of a rough start to get to start the NBA Finals so far, in game 1 and 2. Patreon, we've been all right over there, especially Riaz has been doing his thing for MLB. But in terms of the YouTube videos, we're ready to bounce back. We're ready to give you a 2-0 night over here. But before we get to the picks, I mentioned the Patreon already, but Riaz, tell more about it.
$15 a month, like Dale said. I got MLB going over there every single day, throwing in not only player props but some bets, and obviously we got the finals for the NBA, so we're gonna be pushing a ton of content over on the Patreon for these finals games for hopefully all the way up to Game 7. The series is starting to look like it's going to be a really good one. So if you want to sign up, you want more picks from us, you want to chase that 25x, 15x, it's going to be linked in the description below. You can also find it at patreon.com/upstate.
And let's dive right into the picks. I'm going to go to a different category here in NBA first half. I'm going to go with Jamal Murray here, over 12.5 first half points. He's played pretty decent on the road. I know he's played, obviously a little bit better at home, but it really hasn't mattered for him. But I look at the way he finished last game, missed that shot to send it into overtime. I think he's going to come out really aggressive here. They're going back to Miami. They're going to need to take one here to obviously swing the momentum of the series. 39 minutes, 7 for 15 last game. But if you look at his plus minus, that's only the third time this series he's had a negative plus. Or it's only the third time this entire playoffs he's had a negative plus minus. That's his 18 points is his second lowest point total so far in the NBA playoffs. I mean, he's had 37 back to back against the Lakers. He's done it at home, on the road. 26 in game 1 of the Heat game, 32 on the road in Phoenix as well. And we've seen massive games from him just to start. I mean, 30. He went for 30 against the Lakers. I believe that was game 3 in the first half. So we know this guy has the ability to do this. Jokic, only the stats say he only had 4 assists, but he was passing the ball. He's making the right passes. Guys just struggle to shoot, and I think Jamal is going to be a nice engine for this team going into Miami. Miami has a lot of confidence, found a way to take a game from an amazing home team. So they're going to need all hands on deck here to get another game in this series, and I think it starts with Jamal, really carrying the load here in the first half. I really like this prop.
I really like this prop as well, and we've seen him just explode in the first half and not really carry it that much over in the second half. We've seen games where he scored 30 points, like Dale said, it was 20, 25 or something like that against Boston or against the Lakers. So definitely love this prop. We know he likes to get his shot early. Even if he starts off slow in the first quarter, we've seen monster second quarters out of him. So love that play. I'm going to go to points and assists with Gabe Vincent over 17 and a half. We haven't seen the assist that we saw in the early series where he was getting 5, 6 assists. He seemed like he was smashing that prop, but the scoring has been unbelievable. I like that the line is still low, under 20 at 17 and a half. I think he's going to continue to go out. He plays the third most minutes on the team. He's shooting the ball very well. He also plays a little bit better at home. I think he's a lot more comfortable in that environment instead of going on the road. Still being a young guy in this league. So he's gonna continue to score. He doesn't need to go out and drop 23 points like he has been. But the three ball looks great. He's looking for his shot every time he touches it. And really, for this Miami team, it seems like somebody has a big series. We saw Martin against Boston really go crazy. It seemed like he couldn't miss, and that's how Gabe Vincent is starting this series in the first two games. So I think they're going to stay with the hot hand. Obviously, they have a ton of guards with Kyle Lowry filling in for him when he takes a seat on the bench. But Lowry hasn't looked that great. Strus really started off the game really hot, and Gabe Vincent still did his thing. So with all the guys competing in this rotation, Gabe Vincent still goes out and gets 33 minutes, and I think that's what he's going to do here at home in a really big game.
Yeah, we got the news that Tyler Hero is going to be out for Game 3 as well, which obviously swings a lot of these lines for, some of these streaky guys like Strus and Robinson and Martin and Vincent. But Vincent's been probably the most consistent. Martin had that huge game as well. We saw that massive run from Duncan Robinson for him just getting 9 straight points himself in the third quarter to really spark a run that kind of led them to almost kind of, snagging that game down the stretch as well. So, see, Lowry has some big shots down the stretch, but Vincent's kind of been that steady factor here. His points line's at 13.5, and the 17.5 for the points plus assists, I think is amazing value. And I think it's a really good prop, man. For him to shoot the ball as consistently as he has, I know he struggled here. Everyone has a struggle when you're the rotations are, when Spoelstra messes up his rotations so frequently, some guys will play 20 and then they'll play 40 and then they'll play 10. And so it's easy to kind of get out of your rhythm. But like I said, the consistency of Vincent, at least so far in these last couple of rounds, has been amazing. So hard to fade this guy. And I really like that pick, Reoz. And that's going to be our two plays, Reoz. And, why don't you give the pick for the NBA Finals Game 3? Who do you like in this game?
I like the Nuggets here. They've just seemed like the best team in the NBA all season. Obviously, they're gonna want to steal one on the road. I think they go after that tough loss and steal one here.
I agree. I think it's really amazing value here at them minus 2.5. I think it's hard for them. I think it's more hard for me to see, the Heat to win too. And I mean, even the Nuggets to lose too. This is a team that just, was sweeping teams, didn't really lose at home at all. So, but you can never doubt the Heat and Jimmy Butler, but this is going to be a tight one. And I really like these player props. I think it's the way to go, for this game in particular. So thanks for being here. Drop a like on the video, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.